Michigan, the Conor Stalions situation still lingering. And there's going to be a documentary on Netflix that will be unveiled later this month with Conor Stalions actually cooperating, giving his version of the events. And remember, it was the cheating scandal that emerged last year. Stalions had a network of people who were going to games and looking at the coaching signals and cracking the code. It was Patriot Spygate type stuff. And the reason it was a violation of the rules is because they decided years ago, we're not going to do any of this advanced scouting because it saves money. It's cheaper for the NCAA collectively if no one's allowed to do it. No one's going to do it. We're all going to save money, and nobody does it. And then some schools find a way to still do it. It's an easy way to game the system if you have the resources in place and the people who are willing to do it. So there's still some ramifications from Conor Stalions. Sherrone Moore, the new Michigan coach who took over for Jim Harbaugh when he was suspended late last year, got the job when Harbaugh went to the Chargers. He's now facing a suspension, or what the NCAA calls a show cause order. And all that means is if you slap a guy with a show cause order, anyone that hires him or continues to employ him has to show cause as to why they shouldn't be sanctioned for giving this person employment. So it becomes kind of a de facto death sentence for the length of the show cause order. If there's a 2-year show cause order, you're basically unemployable for 2 years. My question is this: because Harbaugh himself is listed in this notice of allegations that was leaked and ESPN reported it, I think ESPN was first on it, Harbaugh, Moore, and 5 others or so are listed, and Moore is facing level 2 violations. For Harbaugh, it's level 1. That's the highest possible level. If and when the NCAA takes action against Harbaugh, here's the question: will the NFL do anything about it? Now, on the surface, you should say, no, it doesn't matter. He slid under the stone door and reached back and grabbed his hat before it shut, just like Chip Kelly did, just like Pete Carroll did. Let me get out of town while the getting's good, get to the NFL, and everything's fine. But remember Jim Tressel, the Ohio State coach. When he went to work for the Colts as like replay consultant or something like that, they found a way to suspend him because of whatever it was that went down at Ohio State. It's trivial now in hindsight when you consider that players are actually, getting paid now. It was ridiculous in hindsight. So much of what teams have been punished for and players and coaches have been punished for in the past is ridiculous when you think about it now. When there's something about tattoos or something like that, it's stupid. But they found a way to hit him. They found a way to hit Terrell Pryor on the way in. When he entered the supplemental draft in 2011, third-round pick of the Raiders, there was like a 5-game, and they do whatever they want. At the end of the day, that's one of my biggest beefs with the league office. It's very situational. We do whatever we want. There is no precedent because we want to make case-by-case decisions, and we want to make this decision based upon what we want to do here. And the next time we're faced with something similar, we're going to do whatever we want to do there. And the next time after that, we do whatever we want to do there. We don't want to be bound by the way we've handled situations in the past. We just want to be able to do whatever we want to do. So with Harbaugh, ultimately, they'll do whatever they want to do, but it's fair to wonder, especially because during the 2023 season, when all of this was hitting the fan, it was Ian Rappaport, who works for the NFL, paycheck signed by Roger Goodell, who came out and said on one of the Sunday Splash reports that there might be some sort of a sanction for Harbaugh when he gets to the NFL. Now, that was all forgotten once he took the Chargers job, but I think we at least need to keep an eye on it now. Depending upon how hard the NCAA hits Harbaugh, the NFL might feel inclined or compelled to do something because, remember, there's this strange symbiosis between NFL and college. College is the NFL's free farm system. The NFL has a level of football that develops its talent at no cost to the NFL. And the NFL relies upon cooperation as it relates to access to practice and games and film, etc. So there's a lot of trying to keep the college system happy. And if the NFL gets the vibe from the NCAA that there's an expectation there will be some sort of punishment visited upon Jim Harbaugh, maybe the NFL does that. So it's something to keep an eye on as we move forward, because we thought this was dead, and now it's kind of front and center. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.